You're listening to Cyber 94 Podcast. If you want to break into cybersecurity with real-life experience, go to cyber94.com.
So, Chloe, today we're diving into a true cybersecurity nightmare.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a story that feels like it's ripped from a blockbuster movie, but it happened right here in the US.
Right.
It's about how one single forgotten password managed to bring the entire East Coast to the brink of a fuel crisis.
You have to be talking about the Colonial Pipeline attack in 2021.
Exactly.
It's a case study that cybersecurity experts will be talking about for decades.
Yeah.
It perfectly illustrates how a digital vulnerability can explode into a massive real-world disaster.
Let's paint the picture because the scale here is it's staggering.
Okay.
Colonial Pipeline isn't just any company. It's the largest fuel pipeline in the United States.
Right.
It's carrying nearly half of the East Coast supply of gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel.
Wow.
That's over 100 million gallons a day.
And in early May 2021, a cybercriminal group known as DarkSide found a digital backdoor. The way they got in is honestly the most terrifying part of this whole story for any business owner.
Yeah.
It wasn't through some exotic, zero-day exploit.
No.
They found a username and password for an old, unused VPN account on the dark web.
Unbelievable.
And that account didn't have a second layer of security, no multi-factor authentication.
It's chilling. Think about that.
Yeah.
One password, no prompt for a code on a phone, no second step.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it took to get inside the network of this massive piece of critical infrastructure.
Wow.
And once they were in, the hackers moved fast.
Right.
In just 2 hours, they stole around 100 gigabytes of company data.
And after they had the data, they played their trump card, ransomware.
Yep.
For anyone listening, imagine a virus that doesn't just crash your computer. It seizes all your files and scrambles them with unbreakable encryption. Your family photos, your work documents, and in Colonial's case, their entire billing and accounting systems, all locked away.
Everything.
The only way to get the key is to pay the hackers.
This is the moment where the digital threat crashes right into the physical world.
Right.
Colonial's leadership, they panicked.
Yeah.
They were afraid the ransomware could jump from their business IT network to their operational technology network, the OT systems that physically control the pipeline's valves and pumps.
Okay.
So to prevent that, they made an unprecedented call. They shut everything down.
And that's when society started to feel it.
Oh, yeah.
The shutdown was meant to be a precaution, but it triggered a huge chain reaction. News outlets reported that 45% of the East Coast's fuel was offline.
Wow.
Panic buying started almost immediately.
I remember this.
We all remember the images. Cars lined up for miles, those little plastic gasoline signs taped to pumps.
Right.
People doing dangerous things like filling up plastic bags with fuel.
Absolute chaos.
Total chaos. Average fuel prices hit their highest point in 7 years.
Yep. The president of the United States had to declare a state of emergency.
Right.
This wasn't just a corporate headache anymore. It was a full-blown national security incident
Exactly.
because of that one password.
Which leads us to the decision that was debated around the world, paying the ransom.
The big one.
The hackers demanded 75 Bitcoin. Now, the FBI's official guidance is firm. Do not pay.
Right.
It just proves to criminals that these attacks work and, funds their future operations.
Sure.
But Colonial Pipeline was under immense pressure. They paid.
They did.
They sent the equivalent of $4.4 million in cryptocurrency.
You can almost understand the logic, right? The CEO said they felt they had to do it to get the country back up and running.
Yeah.
It's a classic lesser of two evils dilemma.
For sure.
But what happened next was incredible. The story doesn't end with the criminals just riding off into the sunset.
Not at all.
No, the Department of Justice had a brand new ransomware task force, and they went to work.
Okay.
They treated the Bitcoin transaction just like a traditional money trail.
Wow.
By analyzing the public blockchain, they followed the money. They managed to track a huge chunk of the ransom to a specific crypto wallet.
Incredible.
And through legal channels, they obtained the private key, the password, to that wallet and took the money back.
They essentially hacked the hackers.
They did.
They recovered about 64 of the 75 Bitcoins.
Yep. Now, because Bitcoin's price fluctuates wildly, it was only worth about $2.3 million back then. But the message was powerful. Crypto isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card for criminals.
Sobering.
Yeah,
Even with that recovery, the damage was done.
totally.
The ransom was really the tip of the iceberg.
Mm.
Colonial faced staggering losses from the 5-day shutdown, immense costs for cybersecurity remediation, and a flood of class action lawsuits.
Wow.
The reputation was in tatters.
And the lessons are just so clear.
So clear.
The most obvious one is about basic security hygiene.
Right.
This entire national crisis could likely have been prevented by multi-factor authentication.
Yeah.
It's such a simple, low-cost measure that every single business, big or small, should be using.
And the other key lesson is the need for a rock-solid incident response plan.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be making multi-million-dollar decisions that affect national security in the middle of a crisis.
No.
These scenarios need to be war-gamed ahead of time so
Right.
you know exactly who to call and what steps to take, from isolating systems to communicating with the public and law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
This incident showed that when it comes to critical infrastructure, being reactive is just not an option.
It's a stark reminder that in our connected world, the line between the digital and physical realms has all but disappeared.
Yeah.
A vulnerability in cyberspace can leave you stranded on the side of the road with an empty tank.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about.
Oh, let's hear it.
If you were the CEO of Colonial Pipeline, with the fuel supply for millions of Americans hanging in the balance, would you have paid the ransom?